Hello, everybody. This is Ron Dittmars talking to you from the Erasmus Academy recording studios. And today we have Jeff with us to record this third segment in the series on the Milkman story, presented in a way where they give exercises following the text where you have to reconstruct the sentences. And it's a very helpful exercise, as you'll see. We'll do that by way of illustration. So, Jeff, you all set? Ready to go?
I'm ready.
Okay, great. See if you can see these marks here to indicate where we are. Okay, so let's read, and then please read together with Jeff as he repeats after me, and then I'll ask him questions and try to imagine in your mind what the answers are. Some people even turn stop the recording or pause the recording and try to answer fully before getting the answer as we work through the sentences. Okay, so let's go ahead. Here we go. Und wenn es vorkommt, es kann ja vorkommen, everybody.
Und wenn es vorkommt, es kann ja vorkommen.
So kommen just means to come. Vorkommen means to occur, so it comes before, literally. So wenn can be taken as either conditional, the if, or the temporal when, and here it's really if. And if it occurs, and then where's the verb complex in this between the hyphens there?
Vorkommt kann.
Kann vorkommen. It
Vorkommen.
can occur, and ja just means indeed, and it can indeed occur. That's great. Dass 10 Rappen zu wenig da liegen, everybody?
Dass 10 Wappen zu wenig da liegen.
Dann schreibt auf einen Zettel.
Dann schreibt auf einen Zettel.
10 Rappen zu wenig.
10 Rappen zu wenig.
Yeah, okay. Now, das introduces a subordinate clause, so you have the verb at the end. Liegen just means to lie or to be located, and da is an adverb meaning they are located there, basically. That 10 Rappen, we'll just say they're called Swiss cents, but we'll just use the word Rappen, and that 10 Rappens are lie there too few. You know, the 10 Rappens are missing or going on. Dann schreibt auf einen Zettel, everybody.
Dann schreibt auf einen Zettel.
Here's your verb, schreibt. He writes. And then auf einen is you have the direct object or so-called accusative in German, which means the destination. He writes onto a piece of paper. Going on. 10 Rappen zu wenig.
10 Rappen zu wenig.
Ja, 10 Rappen too few. Going on. Am anderen Tag hat die 10 Rappen anstandslos und auf dem Zettel steht.
Am anderen Tag hat die 10 Rappen anstandslos und auf dem Zettel steht.
Good. This is a little bit shorthand for anderen. It's just a way of writing a little bit more shorthand with that adjective. So on the other day, where's the verb?
Hat.
Hat. Here. He has. Notice when you have something adverbial beginning the sentence that the verb and the subject are reversed in German. So as a sign that something has occurred before. On the other day, he has the 10 Rappens without any fuss. Und auf dem Zettel steht. And what case is this? Auf dem Zettel, dative or accusative?
Accusative.
Well, this is actually dative, dem. So this is entering the question where, as opposed to auf einen. This is indicating sort of destination where something is moving toward. Just a distinction. So there stands on a piece of paper, Entschuldigung, everybody.
Entschuldigung.
Nicht der Rede wert oder keine Ursache, denkt dann der Milchmann, everybody.
Nicht der Rede wert oder keine Ursache, denkt dann der Milchmann.
Und würde es auf einen Zettel schreiben,
und würde es auf den Zettel schreiben.
Okay, so he says these are all, if you can see below, let me just move this down a little bit. I'm going to erase this. These are some idioms that are found. Nicht der Rede wert is where you can see right there. it's not worth speaking. Literally, not worth wert of the speech. Not worth mentioning. And then kind of Ursache literally means no cause, but you could say don't mention it. A very common phrase for that purpose. Denkt dann der Milchmann. Verb is here. Thinks then the milkman. And after un, where's the verb complex?
Würde schreiben.
Good. And here you have the subjunctive. Würde, he would write, and it's always hypothetical or conjectural is where the use of the subjunctive comes in, for instance. So he would write it, his thoughts, onto a piece of paper, accusative. Going on. Dann wäre das schon ein Briefwechsel, everybody.
Dann wäre das schon ein Briefwechsel.
Another subjunctive here, wäre, literally that means that would be, then that would be already schon ein Briefwechsel. So, so he doesn't know whether he wants to engage with this lady in an exchange of of notes or not. But what happens next? Schreibt es nicht. What's that mean?
He writes it not.
That's right. He doesn't write it. Good. Going on. Den Milchmann interessiert es nicht, in welchem Stock Frau Blum wohnt. Everybody.
Den Milchmann interessiert es nicht, in welchem Stock Frau Blum wohnt.
Good. Now our sequence, or the order in which you analyze sentences comes very important here, because our English ear looks for the first word as being the subject, but it's den Milchmann, so that's accusative, so that you have to bracket that out. So where's the verb up to that mark here, Jeff?
Interessiert.
Good. Interessiert. So it interests, and what is the subject?
Es.
Good. It interests. So here's the subject, and then what's the direct object?
Den Milchmann.
Yeah, so this is showing this, that interessiert takes a direct object, it transfers its action to this direct object. So it doesn't interest the milkman in which floor of a building Frau Blum lives, wohnt. Going on, der Topf steht unter an der Treppe. Everybody?
Der Topf steht unten an der Treppe.
Where's the verb?
Steht.
Good. Steht. It stands unter on the. What case is this? An der Treppe. This is actually a dative. Here's a feminine noun, often identified its gender by being a two-syllable word ending with e at the end. So the milk jug stands under on the steps. Going on. Macht sich keine Gedanken, everybody.
Macht sich keine Gedanken,
Wenn nicht dort steht.
wenn nicht dort steht.
We had this this idiom earlier. He doesn't worry. He makes for himself no thoughts. If it. Now what's the air refer back to? It's
Der Topf.
The Topf. Yeah, this is masculine. The antecedent is masculine. So if the antecedent were feminine, it would be sie. If the antecedent were neuter, it would be s. When it, i.e. the jar, does not stand there, dort. Going on. In der ersten Mannschaft spielte einmal ein Blum. Go ahead.
In der ersten Mannschaft spielte einmal ein Blum.
This is slightly comical coming up here. Where's the verb in that phrase?
Spielte.
Spielte. He played. So where's the subject?
Blum. Ein Blum.
Ein Blum. Someone called Blum is the sense of this. So someone called Blum once played, and then notice the core sentence. A Blum played. Someone called a Blum played. Can never be found in a prepositional phrase, which you have in the beginning of the sentence. So that's why you look for this in this order always first. Going on. So in the first team, I think it's a football team in Germany, there someone called Blum once played. Going on. Den kannte der Milchmann.
Den kannte der Milchmann.
Und der hatte abstehende Ohren.
Und er hatte abstehende Ohren.
So now den is actually the direct object of the sentence. So where's the verb in that little sentence there, the phrase?
Der Milchmann.
Yeah, here's the verb.
Kannte. Kannte is
Yeah,
the verb.
so he knew, and this has got to be the subject, the milkman knew that person, Dane. It's not Ian because this is a so-called a demonstrative pronoun referring more vividly back to that person. He knew that person there, and der going on, und der hatte, so der is also sort of idiomatic, and that person referring to had protruding ears. Uh-oh. Going on. Vielleicht hat Frau Blum abstehende Ohren.
Vielleicht hat Frau Blum abstehende Ohren.
How would you translate that sentence?
Perhaps Mrs. Blum has protruding ears.
Yeah, okay. So, all right, let's see. Okay, we're just going to scoot down a little bit here and look at some exercises. Let's see. Let's do 2 and 3. I'll just read this and then you just fill in the verbs only. Frau Blum.
Nimmt.
Good. 2 Liter Milch und
Hat.
eine lesbare Schrift. Number 3. Der Milchmann
Machte.
machte sich keine Gedanken, weil Frau Blum keine Schulden
Machte.
How about number 4? Read the whole thing.
Es kommt vor.
Good. Even in this simple sentence, this separate prefix goes out to the end. Okay. How about doing number 2 and 3? Just read those as you, Frau Blum.
Frau Blum nimmt 2 Liter Milch und hat eine lesbare Handschrift.
Good. 3.
Der Milchmann macht keine Gedanken, weil Frau Blum keine Schulden macht.
Yeah, actually, you might put sich in there. Actually, der Milchmann macht sich keine Gedanken, weil Frau Blum keine Schulden macht. Yeah, good. Great, fantastic. Okay, thanks so much for tuning in, and look forward to having you with us for another session. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye-bye.